A new character just dropped in the Taiwanese version for Sword of Convallaria. As you can see, it's a new version for Saffiyah. This is the normal Saffiyah right here, and this is her new version, which is the old self, right, when she was at the academy training. Now, she looks amazing. I have zero complaints on how she looks. Her kit, it's pretty nice. There is a couple of skills that are really powerful, and the only thing that I don't like about this update on the Taiwanese server is that they have introduced a new skin. And skins in this game, there is two options, right? You have the option of the call pass, which is $30 and you complete the pass and get everything, or else this stupid thing which you have to spend 7,000 crystals in order for you to get this skin. 7,000 crystals. Reminder that in this game, all right, in this game, as a free player, you're gonna be getting around 4.7k look site per month, meaning you're already using 2 months worth of actual currency for one skin, and there is 2 pages here. This is 14k in total. Now people will be thinking, oh, but you can get lucky, get it before. Most people will not get lucky. You will use close to 7,000 crystals. All right, now this is the skin. It looks beautiful, and then the frame itself, if you want to see the frame, we can go into the ranking to showcase it based on the Chinese bros that already bought it. So there it is. That is the frame, which looks super nice. I actually really like this frame. My problem is that I hate when games only give you this awful option to get a specific cosmetics, because Sword of Convallaria is a stingy game. Sword of Convallaria, it's a game that it's super stingy, and people have seen this. A lot of people have dropped the game already because there is not enough currency in contrast to how many banners they are actually popping out. And now you're putting more gacha skins on top of that, and it's like, I don't know about that, chief. We shall see how this plays out long term, but that is the skin. In my opinion, all skins should be like the cold one right here. So just a pass that you buy, and then you can unlock everything with that. It is what it is. We shall see what they do long term with these skins. I will not be pulling for any other gacha skin. I got the Beryl one, and I think it was already a waste of crystals. 14,000 crystals, a lot of multis. So that's it. Let's talk about this new character, how she plays, how she feels. We'll go into a battle to actually check her skills. Before we start, as usual, if you like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and let's get started with this new Saffiyah version, which looks amazing. So first things first, translations are gonna be a little bit rough since it's from Google, and I'm gonna be adding our own keywords from the global version, since Google sometimes wants to translate things weirdly, starting with her passive skill right here. Anyone who is 6 tiles or less closer to Saffiyah, an ally, will get an increased 15% attack if the enemy has mobile team mark. Now, mobile team mark, what I have Nungal open here, is this mark, the hanged man's mark, okay? It's just that Google Translate is being funny as usual. Now, if Saffiyah, this new version, performs a rescue attack, which is just like Eda, a supporting attack, or an alert, which she also has a skill for alert right here, she will also increase an additional 25% more damage, which is pretty nice. Now, this first part of the skill is nice, but the second part is where it's getting really good. So after actively using a support skill on any ally or passively triggering healing effects, which you have multiple ways of doing depending on your tarots and depending on your skill sets, applies 2 random level 2 attribute buffs to your allies, lasting for 2 rounds, and then at the beginning of the action applies this hanged man mark to all enemies within 6 blocks of Saffiyah, lasting for 2 rounds. That is pretty strong for a character that will be based around these teams with the hangman mark. Now, as you can see on her team, when it comes to Iga, there is plenty of characters that will be applying those marks, alright? So like most watchers, she will be acting more as a support character rather than the pure DPS unit. Now let's move into the rest of her kit, her attacks and everything that she does, because there is a couple of things that are pretty cool. This is an instant skill, and we can go right here, the second one. This causes the target ally to walk to any open space. You might think, Sefhi, what is that? How does that work? So this is similar to Inanna reaction, but only allows you to walk. It doesn't allow you to attack, doesn't allow you to do any extra action, just walk. Now this is good because in a lot of situations you might need to save an ally, you might need to save an NPC on a mission, and we'll see this in a second in action. It's a pity that there is no reaction per se, but it's still a skill that will save you from a lot of sticky situations, even in tower where you cannot lose more than 2 characters, right? So let's move into the next skill, which is this one right here, another support skill, which is pretty nice. This will give your ally a strike command. Now, strike commands mean that every time that character is attacking someone, just like Eda, you will also perform an assisting attack on that character. This will perform only up to once per round, and you will also restore the HP of this ally by 60% of your physical damage, which is a pretty nice skill. you see that most of her skills are either supports or alerts, and that's what her kit is based around. The next skill is actually the alert. This alert is pretty nice. So if we come right here, as you can see, it's 2 turns, no cost on stamina. Saffiyah will gain dodge for 1 round, and she will perform an alert on a 3x5, where if she actually attacks an enemy, it will interrupt them, which is always pretty nice. And then it will apply this debuff, which I don't know how to properly translate it, because peep into weakness is a little bit weird, but will increase the damage they take by another 20%. Really nice, a good alert, actually a pretty good alert. Now we go into one of my favorite skills that she has, this one right here. This skill is kind of crazy, and I don't understand if more characters will have this, but this skill, at the end of the turn, it will heal the 2 lowest allies. It doesn't matter where they are. They don't need to be close to you. They can be on the other side of the map. It will heal 2 characters by 40% of their HP based on her physical attack, which is pretty good. Not only that, but if you do a standby, so if you do no action that turn, you just wait, you will heal once again. So you can be healing up to 4 characters, 40% of Saffiyah's physical attack. That is completely crazy, which is a really powerful skill, just because there is no range involved. She can be healing everyone else, even on the other side of the map, which is pretty strong if you ask me. Now, her ultimate is pretty nice. This will apply the same mark as earlier, where the enemies take 20% extra damage, and will make everyone who is close to Saffiyah attack the enemy. Everyone. So let's actually go into a battle so you guys can see all of these skills in action, and we can see how her kit works properly, rather than these awful translations by Google, right? Because Google Translate, as you all know, it's not the best thing. So as you can see, a lot of hand-man people around, right? We have a civilian that we need to save from Alexei's brother. So let's put this into 2 times speed a little bit. So as you can see, the first thing you need to do on this level clearly is save this poor civilian, so you will actually need to do your second movement. As you can see, now I can move up to 5 squares, which is really strong. Now I can just move and be gone. This will help in a lot of situations, not only on this mission with a civilian, but even on tower, like I was saying previously, where you can only lose 2 characters, you might need to save 1 on that turn, or whatever. Now, so let's move into the rest of the stuff. For example, the ultimate, so you see everyone else attacking the view, right? So she uses her ultimate, this is a pretty cool animation, by the way, including also Rawuya in there, and everyone will start attacking him, which is pretty cool. Now, this can be activated once per ally. Now, something that I really like about this character is that she is a melee character, but her range is crazy. She does not need to be close to the enemy to actually be attacking. She can be quite far away to be proccing all of these attacks, and as you can see there, she did the assisted attack as well. So the mark is pretty strong. I really like this. I think it's a really strong character. Let me put the alert so you guys can see how this also works. Right, so we put the alert, she gains dodge, now we get the enemy, we actually make them stop because you interrupt, and the other characters can do the assisted attacks. She is a really powerful character, and I feel that for campaign specifically, she's gonna be a lot stronger than in other situations. Because for campaign, the amount of utility that she has to offer, it's insane. It's really insane. Now that is basically everything that they have included in this update. There is also a new event, a new part of the story, but when it comes to the new character, this is the new Saffiyah. She looks incredible. I really like this piece of art. I do not like as much the normal version or the level 1 version, right? The one we're gonna be getting, but this will probably be coming to global in a few months. That said, that's gonna be it for the showcase of this new Saffiyah alt. Let me know your thoughts on this character and if you actually would like to save for her or are concerned about other characters first. All that said, thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all, bosses. Good luck with your pool dinner dates, and see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。